It's a term of endearment that almost nobody wants. Love handles have got to go. But they're stubborn. They're the first area where guys put on weight, and now it's as if they are hanging on for dear life. No one wants that soft-looking muffin top appearance. So let's discuss solutions that actually work at getting rid of those love handles. All right, let's get into it. Since love handles are so stubborn, we need to shake things up. First, start with an intermittent fast. Intermittent fasting, or IF, is the best way to kickstart your system into a different mode. It's also the quickest way to change modes and completely natural for the human body. Obviously, there's a calorie deficit when fasting, but that's only one of the many benefits for fat loss. Intermittent fasting will exhaust glycogen stores in your muscles, basically stored sugar in your muscles, and therefore forcing your body to turn to fat stores for fuel. If your love handles are the last holdout of fat, they are definitely on the target list to burn. Also, IF improves insulin sensitivity. This is important as insulin inhibits fat breakdown. When your body is sensitive to insulin, then you are in a better fat burning mode, making more progress quicker. Now, other fat burning benefits of IF are an enhanced metabolic rate due to the fast increasing norepinephrine in your system. This has a residual effect of burning more calories even when you're at rest. And IF reduces inflammation in the body that improves almost every negative condition that you have. Inflammation is truly the bane of physical health. Intermittent fasting allows your body to heal and reduce. And the great part here is there's very little, if any at all, muscle mass loss during IF. Especially if you continue your regular lifting routine, you can expect to keep your gains along with all the benefits we just mentioned. Second is to shake things up on the physical end with HIIT, high intensity interval training. The reason HIIT is so effective is that the intensity we are talking about is relative. So if you're doing HIIT already, turn it up. If you're not, let's add it in. The effectiveness of HIIT is well established. In a nutshell, is the high energy intervals break through the proverbial wall in your body to engage a number of fat burning processes. So if you're new to HIIT, aim for a 1-to-1 ratio. Say 60 seconds of intervals followed by 60 seconds of rest. If this is too intense, just make the adjustment and give yourself more rest. Same for those well-versed in intervals. Just make the adjustments in the other direction. Do HIIT once a week. If you're feeling good and like the results, add in another day. Listen to your body, measure the reduction in those love handles, and make sure you're getting enough recovery. In terms of HIIT moves, the burpee is king. A couple of tips when doing burpees. For those accustomed to them, add in some plyo. Jump back into plank as opposed to walking your feet back. And when you're back on your feet, jump skyward. Pick up the pace for even more intensity. For beginners, just the opposite. Take your time, walk your feet upward and backward, and set goals to improve. Third is lifting weights. You should already be lifting weights. If you're not, start. It is critical. For those who are lifting, focus on intensity just like with HIIT and emphasize the compound moves. For legs, this would be squats and lunges, but don't forget the calves. For the back, concentrate on row moves and the pull-up. Those moves will hit all the major back muscles as well as your hands, biceps, and forearms. And for the chest, do the push-up or bench. These moves are great because there are so many variations that can focus on different areas of the chest. Incline and decline bench, wide and narrow hands for push-ups, even plyo hand clap push-ups. And add in a basic press move for your shoulders. You don't have to get overly complicated with lifting. Focus on the major muscle groups, compound moves, and lift hard. Now, when we need to lose that last bit of love handle fat, we need our metabolism firing all the time. Muscle will do that. Lifting will build muscle. And the best thing here is that muscle continues to elevate your metabolism throughout the entire day. Okay, fourth, consider the keto diet or getting into ketosis. We touched on this a little in the fasting section. If you have carbs or sugar as part of your diet, good or bad, and the love handles are being stubborn, consider shaking up the fuel your body uses. The research is out there, and the success stories can be quite impressive. What most are so excited about is getting your body into ketosis turns your body into a fat-burning machine. The short answer here is you change from a glucose-burning body into a fat-burning body. Any stores of fat then become fair game for fuel, love handles included. Moreover, the keto or carnivore diet keeps your appetite under control. You're much less likely to overeat and sabotage any fat loss gains. High-fat meals keep you satiated longer and you snack less often. In fact, you often simply eat until you're full, no counting calories. Your energy levels stabilize over the course of the day and can greatly help with heavy workouts like lifting and HIIT. Also, being in ketosis helps with insulin levels that can help with the overall fat loss. We've talked about this. You're able to process food more efficiently and improve metabolic health. Now, protein in itself is highly thermic. That means you spend energy and calories simply digesting it. Studies suggest that 20 to 30% of the calories of a steak, for example, are burned during the digestion process alone. And finally, this keto state preserves muscle mass as well. Combine all these positive aspects of ketosis, and this may just be a terrific tool against those stubborn fat holes. Fifth is the flip side of keto: cut out refined carbs. All carbs are not the same, we know that. The real culprit is processed food. Processed food is the narcotic of foods. There are studies backing this up showing an addictive property associated with processed food. When trying to get rid of love handles, we are up against two opposing forces: sugar and increased calories. Sugar's in everything, but even worse is that your body treats processed and starchy carbs exactly the same as sugar. That is, it's converted into glucose. Not always a bad thing, but as we talked about, it may be holding you back from losing those last few fat pounds. Calories is the other sneaky enemy. It is so easy to overeat processed food. The elimination of fiber makes the sensation of being full much harder to obtain. Just think about white sandwich bread, for instance. Also, all that hidden sugar in processed food is full of calories, especially if you're drinking it. Soda, sports drinks, sugary cocktails, and finally, the labeling is not exactly friendly. You need a calculator sometimes to really understand how many calories are in that box of protein bars. Now finally, sixth is to tighten up your lifestyle. In particular here is to watch your alcohol intake and to be sure you get enough rest and recovery. They both affect fat loss. Alcohol has about 7 calories per gram. If you're having a drink here and there, it's probably not your main love handle problem. But it can have serious negative effects on weight loss and health in general. Alcohol is literally toxic. It's why many people drink it, right? But it also demands priority in metabolizing, leaving sugar and fat in its wake. So if you do drink a lot and eat on top of it, there's an increased chance that your body metabolizes the alcohol in its calories, and you may have a surplus of calories from the food that you've eaten. Recovery, as we all know, is very crucial. We touched on HIIT and intense weightlifting. Both will be very compromised if you do not have enough recovery between your workouts. Muscle develops at rest, and the best rest available is sleep. A lack of sleep can result in hormone imbalance that can negatively impact your ability to lose fat efficiently. If you fall into sleep deprivation, studies have shown that it can directly lead to an increase in belly fat. Your midsection, including your love handles, is the first place fat is stored. So don't underestimate the importance of sleep. Get 8 hours each night. So work these 6 tips into your routine and pulverize that pesky back fat. Check out this video for more male fitness mastery, and we will see you in the next one.